Do you also know the feeling of not being able to do anything good, and it's like your inspiration or creativity simply has left you and there's no reason to even try? I don't believe that creativity and inspiration comes from above or some magic place, or that we should wait for it. I believe it's always here, but that we simply need to change our focus from trying to be great to just do and play and stop judging yourself. Often when we have to do our best, we forget to play, we forget to take risks, we forget to try out those foolish ideas that always brings you somewhere new. So, we need to play more and be less serious. When we focus on being ourselves, we often forget to be ourselves. We try to be ourselves, but you simply become you trying to be you and not just you. The way I do is I simply try to cheat my mind by doing simple tasks. So I don't need to worry about having to be the greatest because it's just a simple task. And that makes room for me to be playful and curious about what I do. One of the things I designed was my Chords chooser, which is an app on my webpage that you should go and try. For me, it helps me to get rid of the judgmental part, and also it develops my ear to listen to combinations I didn't think I liked, and it makes me like it. It's weird. Sounds so weird. As humans, we like what we already know or what feels familiar. So when I sit down and try to make a chord progression, when I start with one chord and start to search for the next one, if what I play sounds a bit weird, then I will try another one because there are so many options. So why should I only choose one that sounds a bit weird when I can find the one that really feels just natural? And of course it should be this one because it feels familiar. What I found out was when I only had a few chords, then I needed to try all the combinations with these chords. And when I did that, then my ears got to know these chords and got to be kind of familiar with the chords that I'm not usually listening to in the radio or where I listen to music. It's just like meeting new people. Sometimes the best people isn't the ones that you love from day one, but some people grows on you over time, and it's the same with sounds and chords and melodies. Some just comes in time, and if we only choose the chords that only works at the beginning, just when we sit down and do it, then there are so many options that we don't get to use. And I think that starting to use those options, chords combinations, chord progressions, it's so much easier to figure out what my voice in this world should be. By only having 8 chords that doesn't necessarily fit together, you can make it a game to put these chords together, and instead of you have to create the most sincere and heartfelt and deep songs, it's all about just trying to make it work and try to figure out how to make it fit. And for me, this part lets my judgmental thing go completely away. And without me even noticing it, I start to become playful and I start to be creative and ideas start to pop up in the back of my head. And I don't even notice because I'm so busy trying to choose the chords that I can live with, kind of. But in the end, all these weird combinations starts to feel so natural for me. And then my language is simply just developing. I don't believe that there's any bad chords and notes, but they all want something different. So what you should do is to listen to all of them and then use them for what they're good at. So I think you should go and try the chords chooser, or simply just sit down and choose maybe 8 chords and make a song with them. the chord chooser. So what it does is simply it generates 8 chords, and what you have to do then is to make a song only using these 8 chords. You have to use only these chords, and if it's a B minor 6, you have to use B minor 6, not like B minus 7 also add 6. But try to really like just do what it says you to do. So I will try. I just press the generate button and A flat minor 6. I use Spitfire Audio soft piano, which is a part of their labs, and you can go and download it for free, and I can highly recommend it. So A flat minor 6. So A flat minor 6. So minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 6. That's 9 half steps up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I made a mistake. So now we have the A flat minor 6. B flat. That's a major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C6. That's also a major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 6th, which is 9 half steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the D minor. 1, 2, 3, minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5th. E flat minor 6.
1, 2, 3, minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6th. F minor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G flat 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a major, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6. G flat minor 6. So it's basically the same, but with a minor.
Okay, so now I wrote all the chords into this clip, and now I simply start to drag and drop into a new one. So I like these two next to each other. I just duplicate the loop. Yeah? What should come after? So maybe this one afterwards. I simply use duplicate loop to create more space to work in. Yeah. What about this chord? I will just try to see. Yeah, I like these. Let's try to, we can call this A part, and then let's try to make the B part. So, yes, this felt good, so. Yeah. All I do is, when I have selected all the notes, I press Shift and arrow down. Then I move them an octave down. Yes. What about this one? Yeah. Try this one. This is a bit strange. It has like this. Something is missing. But maybe it's a good thing. It's something I need to work with the rest of this song. But it has like a unique expression. It's like going in circles, but still developing so much. It sounds like the same all the time, but it's different every time. So we have now two. What I will do now is take the third and put it 1 octave up. And then copy the root and the bass down 1 octave. I will do the same with this part. So we can try to make a synthesizer play also. So I just simply make it play the same that the piano plays. Helm is, by the way, a free synthesizer that I can recommend. I use it all the time and I always learn something new. Basically, for me, this is the beginning of something that could become a good song. And I could do this if I was inspired or not, because this is just work. When we feel this feeling of being uninspired or non-creative, I think we really just have to dig deeper, because we can be creative and inspired all the time. Sometimes we just have to focus on something else, like doing a simple task or tool, like using this app, which can make you just go from like, ugh, this is so weird, and to go to, oh, I actually created something nice. And it also just challenges your ears and challenges the way that you think about music, and I think that's always good, because that will expand the options that you have every time you sit down and make music. I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.